In this tutorial, I'll show you how to use an old blend files that were created more than 5 years ago. Let's open a blend file that was saved back in 2013. It seems my wireless mouse has gone out of the battery. I'll change the battery shortly. I wouldn't recommend anyone to use such old blend files this way, because there are interface, lighting, and other issues associated. We can tell if the blend file was created with a very old version of Blender by looking at the interface. We can work around by adding a layout tab at the top, but we'll still need to set up all other settings manually. Here is a familiar modern Blender interface. I'll change the mouse battery. I'll be right back. I use a saved template as my startup scene, and for that all my renders have identical environmental lighting setup details. If I open a blend file that was saved by someone else, I lose such details and I have to set everything up once again. For these reasons, it's best to use Blender's append feature. We can select an old blend file to append, and import the mesh and other details we need. Now we have the mesh in a familiar interface and lighting setup environment. Let's create a ground plane, apply the material to the mesh, and render the scene. I'll select the primary node, and press Ctrl, Shift and T together to add multiple images. To use this node feature, we need to activate an add-on called Node Wrangler. For the ground mesh, I'll use a set of PBR images. I'll use the sky texture. I'll use 16 samples to save time. Please use at least 128 samples to get the best looking result. This is the end of the tutorial. Thank you for watching.